You know, whenever I talk about paying the cost to be the boss, I get a lot of responses from men and women. Now, from women, I understand because it serves a purpose of making them seem more valuable than they are in a relationship. But for men, I don't understand why you guys say,
But what if a man can't pay all the bills by himself? What if a man can't pay all the bills by himself?
I want you to understand how illogical it is to say that a man can't pay all of the bills by himself. Because if that's truly the case in your life, then you're either living at home with your parents, you're homeless, or you're living with someone else. And if that's your situation, you're not even in a situation to be talking about having a woman, or running a household, or providing and protecting for anyone, because you can't even provide and protect yourself. Now, somebody sent me a video on IG, quick video from the homie DJ Akademiks, where he's interviewing this chick. She is not a very attractive woman, and she has a bunch of paint on her face to make her even less attractive. She is hood, absolutely hood. Correct pronunciation, enunciation, and diction are things that have been lost on her. She doesn't seem very intelligent, and she has the gall to say that for a man to even be in her presence, he has to make at least $200,000 a year. But that's not the point of this. The point of this is that saying by her is why so many men believe they can't pay the bills by themselves. Let's take a deep dive on this one. But first, let's elevate to a higher plane. Prepare for takeoff.
What do you think is the average or the minimum amount of money somebody got to be making for you to give them a chance?
I would say 200.
200
kind
what?
of around there, and that's being modest.
Like $200,000?
Yeah, that's little, right?
Well, I'm not talking about for me. I'm just talking about where I was at. All right, hold on. Why does a nigga need $200,000 to get with you? Be honest. Real talk.
I feel like that's enough. My lifestyle, it's about a lifestyle. You know what I mean? I live a certain lifestyle, a lifestyle that I can provide for myself, by myself. And so it's like, if I have a man, my lifestyle got to be double or triple that. Or why am I with this person if I could just provide this lifestyle by myself?
Now, the reality of the scenario is this. A woman is going to say whatever she wants to say about how she lives. This woman probably doesn't even live a six-figure lifestyle. You understand? It's hard for me to imagine that she lives a six-figure lifestyle unless she's an exotic dancer or something. I don't know any other thing this particular woman could be doing besides, being on OnlyFans or, maybe, being on some other site where, or maybe seeking arrangements or something. I imagine there's some guy on seeking arrangements who thinks she's young enough and pretty enough to break bread with her. But other than that, listening to her and seeing her, there are not many other things that she can do to make that kind of money or live that kind of lifestyle. And if she's living that kind of lifestyle on the backs of men already, then her total conversation is null and void. But I'll say this to you, men. You feel like you can't provide a lifestyle where you can pay the cost to be the boss because you're trying to give a woman a life. You have to accept when a woman ain't for you. Most of you don't even want a woman who views life from that perspective. So what she says doesn't matter. But if you're a grown man and you're not paying the cost to be the boss in your own life as a single man, then you don't need to be thinking about women anyway. You have other things you need to focus on. You don't even have the time it takes to spend with a woman. Unless that woman finna put you up on some business that's gonna make you some money, you need to be paying the cost to be the boss in your own life. And what did I tell you, men? You're only adding a woman to your life. So if you meet a woman and she doesn't view your life as enough for her, then you don't need that woman. You're not gonna upgrade a lifestyle to what a woman wants and she can't afford it herself. It's the reverse of what this woman is saying. I agree that if a woman is living a certain lifestyle, if you can't give her a better lifestyle, then what does that woman gain by being with you? As the provider and protector, what does that particular woman gain by being with you if she's already living a better lifestyle than you could provide? She's going to downgrade her life and then take on the responsibility of having to serve a man? No, she shouldn't. That's not the way God intended it. That's not the way the elders intended it. That's not the way it's ever been. But on the flip side of that coin, if a woman is living a $20,000 lifestyle, then she ain't got no demands for no six-figure lifestyle. If a woman can't provide a certain life for herself, she ain't got no demands. If a woman living at home with her parents and you take her, your $50,000 a year is going to be just fine for her. But you got to accept that in your mind. The problem is too many of you men are trying to upgrade a woman's life in a way that you can't afford. If your life isn't an upgrade to her, that's not the woman for you. You never go into a situation with a woman and live a lifestyle where you need her to pay half of the bills, where you need her to contribute financially. If that's the case, downsize. You need to downsize to the point where you can afford to pay the cost to be the boss, because there's nothing more powerful in the world, in relationships, than you, in your own mind even. There's nothing more powerful than you paying the cost to be the boss. You'll love yourself for paying the cost to be the boss. You'll respect yourself for paying the cost to be the boss. You'll put yourself on a pedestal as a man who can determine his own lifestyle if you pay the cost to be the boss in your own life. These are things you need to empower yourself as a man, not to go and take care of some broad. It don't matter what she say. It don't matter what she want. If she wants something that you're not, then she don't want you. If she want a lifestyle that you're not living, she don't want you. You just got to accept that and let that woman be gone and take her loss. Because you got to remember, not being with you is a loss for her. This woman in this video, man, is not a woman that I would even consider. Like, I wouldn't even have a conversation with this woman. I wouldn't even cut this woman, man. This woman has some of that low level, low vibrational energy, bro. I would not touch this woman. She couldn't even come to my crib, bro. I wouldn't even be seen with her in public. Now, some of you may think she's attractive. I don't. Her energy is bad, on top of the fact she's not very physically attractive. So what a woman like this says don't mean nothing to me. And if another woman says, hey, a man got to have, make $1 million a year for me. Hey, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't make $1 million a year yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting there, but I don't make $1 million. I don't make $1 million a year yet. So that woman right there, I ain't the man she want. I'm cool with that. And I'm not finna say, okay, well, we could live $1 million lifestyle if you come up with this much and I got the rest. No. I can't live $1 million lifestyle right now. I can't. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I ever will want to live $1 million lifestyle. I'm absolutely straight with the life I live right now. It's good. So making $1 million, $2 million, I can't necessarily say my lifestyle will change much. I just have more money to play with and more, I'll be able to invest in more businesses and, help more people create generational wealth for their own people, for their own family, for their own bloodline. But for me, I'm not finna upgrade no life to no life that I can't afford because some broad want to live that life. It's fool's gold. So I had a woman jump in the comments, man, going back and forth with some of the guys, man, talking about, well, every man can't afford to pay the bills by himself. What you mean? If you met the man and he was paying his own bills by himself, he's already paying the bills by himself. A man got to be a fool to upgrade to a life that he got to depend on a woman to live. You know how volatile women's emotions are? You know how free spirit and free willing to spend money women are? You know how a woman can put you in financial ruin. Hell, most of them are in financial ruin if they don't have a man guiding them financially. I meet women all the time, man, who live good. They drive nice whips. They wear fly clothes. When you look in their bank account, man, they ain't got no money. They live in check to check, no matter how much they make. I've seen women run the gamut to making $50,000 a year, to making mid six figures a year, and still living check to check. The woman in mid six figures may have about $40,000 or $50,000 saved, but when you look at her debt, she don't need to have that saved. She need to be trying to pay off some debt. The reality of the scenario is this. As a man, you already affording the life you want to live. You already paying the cost to be the boss. What changes when you let some broad come on the team? Unless you let her come on and start adding a whole bunch of things that you don't want, that you couldn't afford. Let me tell you something. She got to put in time before any of those things become something that, that I'm going to take care of. And that's because she gets to a point where I believe that she's going to be consistent enough with her financial input or her work input that leads to financial input that I'm going to say, okay, everything come to the house. Everything you make, everything you're responsible for, come to the house. And then I'll take care of everything out of that. Until we get to that point where I trust and believe in her enough, her work ethic, her ability to get it done consistently, the way I get it done consistently, until I believe in her like that, then she's going to be responsible for everything. I'm not going to upgrade myself to no life that I can't afford or that I don't want to afford. Sometimes it ain't even necessary that you can't afford it. But if you live in a $300,000 house by yourself or $300,000 condo, whatever you want to live in, and then a woman come along and she say, well, I saw these condos over here. They cost $800,000. Well, you got a wife now. You got a woman now. You need to upgrade to the $800,000 condo. Why you going to do something so stupid? A woman may come along and say, yeah, that Escalade is nice, but I think you should upgrade to, you should upgrade to the Bentley truck. You should upgrade to the Lambo truck. Let's go ahead and get some new. You got a wife now. My response is, what you driving now? You better keep on driving it. Because when it all boils down, the only thing a woman bringing to you that you ain't already got yourself, man, is what she got between her thighs. And I'm going to be honest with you. 9.9 times out of 10, she'll give you that without no type of commitment, no type of relationship, no type of nothing. She'll play that bargaining chip early on. So stop letting these women tell you you can't afford to pay the cost to be the boss when you're already doing that in your life every day. Maybe you can't afford to pay the cost to be the boss for her life, but then if she wants a certain life, that's her responsibility to pay the cost to be the boss of that life. Otherwise, she's going to happily join your world and contribute to it. And if she ain't willing to do that, that broad is a scallywag. And you need to leave over there by herself. Because right now, she the chit chat lady. But in about 20 more years, she gonna be the Kit Kat lady. Well, y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.
Trying to become the most alpha version of you. Dying to become the most alpha version of you. Striving to become the most alpha version of you. Fighting to become the most alpha version of you. Welcome to the alphasphere. Get money division. The place where you transform into a man on a mission.